Who else is he gonna fight to make this happen? We got a YouTuber fighting the greatest fighter that ever lived.
People also say Mike Tyson is risking serious injury against a powerful 27-year-old who is in his prime. What do you say to that?
I don't know if he's in his prime. He's fat. I saw him with his shirt off the other day. He's fat. I thought, did you start training already? Knock out Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz is 40 pounds. How's he gonna knock me out?
Like you said, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. What's your plan when you step into the ring with him?
I'ma fuck you up. I'ma fuck him up.
The world is excited about the type of fight viewers may expect between boxing great Mike Tyson and YouTube sensation turned professional boxer Jake Paul. Can the youthful, bold rookie Jake Paul match the strength and intensity of one of the greatest boxers in history?
Nice one, Mike. Nice one, Mike.
Or will Mike Tyson regain some of the intensity that made him known as the baddest man on the planet?
I would have bit anything. I'd have bit his.
I thought my ear had fell off.
Let's analyze Jake Paul's possible strategy for this historic encounter.
Jake, is your plan to run?
Oh, he's gonna run like a thief. He's gonna run.
Nah, we can meet in the middle.
Oh, that's what I want.
Pressure is nothing new to Jake Paul. Since entering the ring, he has been criticized by the boxing community for being an outsider.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
But he has silenced some of his detractors by amassing an undefeated record against well-known fighters like Tyson Woodley, Ben Askren, and even MMA icon Anderson Silva. This time, though, he faces a very different opponent. Mike Tyson, a fighter whose name is synonymous with brutality, aggression, and knockout power. Jake Paul is at his peak physically at the age of 27. At 58, he is over twice as old as Tyson, giving him a significant youth advantage.
There are a number of people who also say Mike Tyson is risking serious injury against a powerful 27-year-old who is in his prime. What do you say to that?
I don't know if he's in his prime. He's fat. He should be lean and mean. He's fat and funky. I saw him with his shirt off the other day. He's fat. I thought, did you start training already?
Jake's team is aware that they will need to take advantage of his speed and endurance. Paul's likely game plan would be to move in and out of range to evade Tyson's legendary hooks and uppercuts, and to use his youthful endurance to keep Tyson at bay with a strong jab. Paul will try to stay outside, selecting his shots and preserving energy, while Tyson will have to put in more effort to narrow the gap due to his slight reach advantage. Knowing Tyson's fighting style is essential to predicting Jake Paul's opponent in the ring. Tyson's trademark style, which is based on the peekaboo technique pioneered by his illustrious trainer Cus D'Amato.
Cus trained me to be totally ferocious, in the ring and out. We had a totally different relationship.
I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
Combines persistent pressure, explosive power bursts, and frequent head movement. He may not be the same boxer who previously dominated the heavyweight class, but his boxing instincts and foundations are still strong. Tyson will come forward with forceful combinations and close the distance fast, so Jake will need to be ready for him. Tyson can easily drain Paul's energy and ruin whatever strategy the younger fighter may have if he can sneak inside and deliver a body shot. Thus, it's safe to say that Jake's crew has prioritized footwork and conditioning to make sure Paul can continue to move if necessary for the full 8 rounds. Jake Paul needs to mentally prepare himself for taking on Mike Tyson in addition to his physical preparation. Iron Mike isn't just another opponent. He's a formidable character with a well-established reputation. Paul will be under pressure beyond anything he has ever encountered because of the thunderous applause from the audience, Tyson's legendary knockouts, and the weight of facing one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. In order to combat this, Jake's training camp probably uses visualization exercises and mental training to help him maintain composure under pressure.
Any level of fear stepping into the ring with an icon like Mike Tyson?
Oh, I'm not scared. Sorry, I'm not scared. No, not at all.
Although Paul is renowned for his brazen confidence, winning this bout will require greater concentration and mental toughness. It will be difficult to resist being drawn into a fight when Tyson's decades of experience may come into play or to be overpowered by his aura. Jake Paul has reportedly been working with experienced coaches and sparring partners who can emulate Tyson's fighting style leading up to the fight, according to sources from his training camp. Understanding that Tyson's body shots could pose a serious threat, he has increased the number of body fitness exercises he does. His strength and fitness program has also shown a discernible improvement. Jake is treating this fight with more seriousness than any of his earlier confrontations. His training covers both tactical and physical adaptations, in addition to physical preparation. Paul has been working on his clinch tying and rhythm-breaking techniques. Rather than just trading blows, younger fighters frequently employ grappling techniques to tire out and confuse more experienced opponents. Jake may want to slow things down, especially in the first few rounds, to wear Tyson out so he can take advantage of him later on.
Mike, a number of people say when they talk about this fight, they say if Mike Tyson doesn't get Jake Paul early and get him out of there early, there's no way he can go all 8 rounds and win this fight. What do you say to that?
Okay, whatever. It's hard to even really be... he's not going to win.
In the end, there are many moving parts to the question of what kind of fight Jake Paul will put up against Mike Tyson. Not only is it a question of whether he can hold his own against a great boxer, but also of whether he can outbox and outwit a person who has dedicated decades of his life to boxing. If Jake prevails, it might represent a turning point in his career, solidifying his status as a professional fighter and possibly even winning over some of his most ardent detractors. However, if Tyson can go back in time and put on a classic show, it will serve as a reminder to everyone why he is one of the most fearsome fighters in the history of the sport. In any case, this battle seems to be more than simply an exhibition. It's a cross-generational event that combines the modern aspirations of a YouTube celebrity-turned-fighter with the traditional grit of a boxing veteran.
I'm here to challenge myself. He's vicious. He's a killer. I know all of these things. He has one-punch knockout power, but I will prove on November 15th, all the haters wrong, all of these YouTuber hillbillies wrong.
This expanded script offers a thorough examination of Jake Paul's potential opponent, Mike Tyson, including a range of factors such as fighting techniques, training methods, and psychological readiness.
Still want to fuck with me?
While the boxing community is abuzz over the possible match between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, not everyone is thrilled about it.
Yeah, come on, Jake Paul. Jake Paul. Jake Paul. Jake Paul. Jake Paul.
Promoter Eddie Hearn, one of the most powerful people in the sport, has been outspoken in his criticism of the fight.
Hardcore boxing fan, he's one of my heroes. I find it very sad. And it's entertainment, I guess, but for someone that idolised the guy growing up, yeah, not the best day.
You think Jake Paul gets any credibility if he beats Mike Tyson?
He's 58 years old.
Hearn, who has overseen some of the biggest fights in contemporary boxing, has stated unequivocally that he opposes this pairing and isn't going back. We'll dissect Eddie Hearn's criticism of the fight in this session, along with the risks he perceives and how his position aligns with his larger opinions about the popularity of celebrity boxing.
I would have said no chance that he would be where he's at in his boxing career. Jake looked pretty average because Gibb was terrible as well, and it was like 2 YouTubers.
Eddie, what? Don't start this off like that.
Eddie Hearn's objections to the bout are primarily motivated by a sincere worry for Mike Tyson's welfare. Even though Tyson is one of the most recognizable boxers to have ever entered the ring, Hearn contends that at 58 years old, he is just too old to compete in a match like this. Even though Tyson has continued to pursue fitness goals and is scheduled to return for an exhibition match against Roy Jones Jr., Hearn feels that fighting someone who is more than 30 years younger carries a lot more dangers and raises the stakes considerably.